Hey guys, welcome to another top 10 list. Welcome to my top 10 favorite Fall Guys levels. Yes, Fall Guys is a terrific, fun, enjoyable tournament-style game that I love to play for the PS4. Yes, it's also on like PC and other systems and consoles and stuff. And Fall Guys was a smash hit game that came out last year in 2020. And I still, to this day, love playing it. We've had 3 seasons already. It hasn't even been a year since it came out, and there's already been 3 seasons, multiple levels, and I thought I'd count down my top 10 personal favorite Fall Guys levels. All right, let's get to it. And as always, for top 10 list, you gotta have your... Oh, I still hate that. One day I'll bring the paper back. Honorable mentions: Thin Ice, DoorDash, Seesaw, Egg Scramble, Roll Out, The Whirly Gig, and Tiptoe. Great levels of Fall Guys, just couldn't make the top 10 list, but then my top 10 was my number 10. My number 10 is Fruit Shoot. Fruit Shoot is a great game. It's a great elimination game. Like, if you are near the ending of your episode and you want to knock a lot of players off, Fruit Shoot is a good way to do that. Basically, you start off at the finish line and you jump on this thing that's almost kind of like an escalator, but it's going the opposite direction that you want it, and you have to run against it, while a bunch of fruit, a huge fruit, is going to try to hit you and knock you off. So basically, you have to run against the escalator and dodge all the fruit and get to the finish line. Really fun and very clever level, and I used to hate Fruit Shoot. I hated it, but now when I play Fall Guys, I look forward to Fruit Shoot because it eliminates quite a few players and, gets me closer to that golden crown. So yeah, Fruit Shoot, number 10. Number 9, Dizzy Heights. Dizzy Heights would have made my top 3 if they didn't update it. The update on Dizzy Heights, I don't like. They made it too hard. It's so weird. The updates on Dizzy Heights, when you go to the ending now, there's like this big bar that swings around, and you have to try to dodge it to get to the finish line. And trying to get around that huge swinging bar is irritating. So annoying. So I'm just going to mostly count the first 2 seasons of Dizzy Heights. It's basically you start off the finish line, and then you have to go on these little dizzy platforms that spin you around in circles. You have to basically bounce your way through each dizzy cycle, and then basically have to work your way up, and these big balls try to hit you. And it's a really cool obstacle course. Then you have to go down and try to get past these whirly things. Then you have to go up, and then there's the big Yeetus. It's a big hammer that can smack you to the finish line. And if you don't, you go on to the next platform, which are these things that try to zoom you right off while a bunch of fruit is coming and hitting you off. It's a hell of a crazy obstacle course, and a lot of it requires you spinning around in circles. It's really enjoyable, and it was always one of my favorites. It was the level that I got my first place. It was really great. So Dizzy Heights. Number 8, Gate Crash. I love this more than the DoorDash. The DoorDash is too hectic. DoorDash gets on my nerves too much because DoorDash, everyone tries to go in one door at once, and it's so infuriating. And when you're in first place in DoorDash and it's a fake door, you're instantly can get in last place, and that is infuriating to do. Gate Crash is all about timing. If you can time it perfectly, you can easily qualify and probably get first place. It's just about timing because basically you're running. It's a lot like DoorDash. You're running through these doors, and the doors go up and down. And if you hit the door, it basically delays you for a couple seconds. And you basically have to get through all the doors while they're slowly going up and down. You have to basically get over the doors. And if you can time it perfectly, you can go through each door and get to that finish line very, very, very fast and get first place. I usually time it very, very well, and that's why I really, really enjoy Gate Crash. Also, the ending really screws a lot of people up because when you get to the very ending of the obstacle course, you have to go down this hill and then jump over these 3 doors. And if one of the 3 doors is open, it will knock you right off. So it's all about timing for Gate Crash. And I'm usually really good at obstacle course that require timing, so that's why it's one of my favorites. Number 7, Hit Parade. Hit Parade, I'm going the same route as Dizzy Heights. The updates on Hit Parade, I'm not a big fan of, but the first 2 seasons of Hit Parade was one of my all-time favorites. I love Hit Parade. I love that you have to go through these like this obstacle course on these little bars, and they have to go through these like spinning things, and then you have to get through this like door that's about to crush you, and then you have to go through these big swinging balls that swing like this and knock you off the course. Then you have to run up this like jelly hill with these things again trying to smack you right off. It's a lot of fun. It's just some of the updates they put is they put the whirligig bars instead of the spinning bars like that. If you know Fall Guys, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But the updates on Disney on Hit Parade, is not my favorite. But the first 2 seasons of Hit Parade was one of my favorites. Love Hit Parade. Number 6, Fall Mountain. Fall Mountain is one of my favorite finals because it's just a race. It is just a big race up a huge mountain where a bunch of huge balls, no pun intended, huge balls. Sorry, I'm a 5-year-old sometimes. But these huge balls, I can't, I'm such a 5-year-old sometimes. These huge balls are hitting you, and basically you have to run and dodge them all and get all the way up. You have to get through all these stairs and through these spinning things that are trying to hit you, and then you have to jump and grab the golden crown. And that's how you win your episode, if that's your final episode. And grabbing the crown and racing to it, it's always intense. When I play Fall Mountain, like my freaking heart's racing, and I'm like, this is it. I'm getting my crown. And when I lose, I freak out and throw my controller. But I really enjoy Fall Mountain. There's a lot of finals that I'm not a huge fan of. I fucking hate tail tag, any of that shit. I hate tail tag so much. That is like my least favorite thing. All Fall Guys, I fucking hate it so much. There's a couple other ones I don't like either, but Fall Mountain I really enjoy. Number 5, speaking of actually another final I love, is Hexagon. Hexagon Jump Showdown. I'm not a huge Jump Showdown guy, but Hexagon's really cool. I really enjoy Hexagon. It's a final. It's like whether if you're a Final 5, Final 10, Final 12. God, I hope not for Hexagon. But in Hexagon, you're basically on these Hexagon platforms, and basically they're all dissolving, and it's knocking you down each levels to other Hexagons. And when you reach the very bottom, you die. So basically, the point of this challenge is try to be the last one standing on these Hexagons. You're on these Hexagon platforms that are basically dissolving and putting you down each layers, each levels. And basically, you're trying to stay the highest and try to stay on the Hexagons as long as you can. It's a really, really cool, very creative game. And when the game first came out, it was one of my favorite levels. It was one of my favorite finales and stuff. And still to this day, Hexagon is still one of my favorites. But a new level came out that actually improved upon Hexagon, which I'll be getting to soon. Number 4 is Tundra Run. Tundra Run, the new updates on the new updates on some of the older levels I don't like. But the season 3 new levels though are great. The winter levels, I love almost every single one of them. Tundra Run is a fucking blast. I love Tundra Run. As soon as you start, you're running up this freaking hill. These huge snowballs are smacking you. You have to get through these like punching gloves that are gonna knock you out of the rink and stuff. Then you have to go through this like windstorm that has to blow you to the next part of the fucking level and shit. Then you have to get through this like big wind machine that's blowing you the other way. Then you have to get past these little traps. If you step on them, it flings you in the air and shit like that. And then you have to step on one of them to fling you to the next platform, then to fling you to the finish line. It's a wild ride, and I'm a huge like Christmas and winter guy, so levels like this, I love it. And just this Tundra Run is always one of my favorites. Number 3 is Ski Fall. Ski Fall is a blast, and I'm not a huge like the ring levels, like going through rings. It's not like a big thing for me. Like Hoopsie Daisy is okay. Hoopsie Legends gets on my fucking nerves, but Ski Fall is so fun. It's basically like you're skiing. You're going down this ice hill, and you have to basically jump through these rings. And when you jump through a bronze ring, you get 1 point. If you jump through a silver ring, you get 2 points. And a gold ring gets you 3 points. And eventually you go to the final, and then it basically brings you down to the final level where these big 3 circles, and if you can hit the small circle, you get 5 points. And basically you're just doing this until however many have to advance to the next level. Usually it's like 25 people and stuff. Like usually it starts off with like 40 people, and then 25 people will advance. And I'm usually one of the first 3 people to advance because I know the system of Ski Fall, going through these rings and stuff, and it's just so fun. This is one of the funnest levels ever. I love going down this ski hill and jumping through these rings. It is so fun, it's so enjoyable, and it's one of my favorites of the new season. Number 2, actually my favorite of the new season is Freezy Peak. Freezy Peak is an amazing obstacle course. Like I fucking love it. I love it. Hold on a second. Yeah, Thin Ice is the Hexagon one. Sorry, actually. I thought I put Thin Ice on this top 10 list, but no, I didn't actually. It's an honorable mention. But that's Hexagon done differently. Anyways, Freezy Peak. Freezy Peak is almost like my number one, but a winter version of my number one. It's just a great obstacle course. Like you're again, kind of like Tundra Run, you're going through these like punching gloves. Then you have to go through these like bouncy things. You have to go up these levels. And when you're going through like the upper part, and you have to basically time the punching gloves perfectly, then go in the spinning things, and get to take the air whoosh and go all the way up to the finish line. It's a blast. Out of the new updates, it was my favorite level of the new updates. Number one will always be my number one. It's always going to be my number one, and that's Slime Climb. Slime Climb is the best level in Fall Guys. It was my favorite when it came out. It's always been my favorite. Even in Season 2, when they brought like Night Fever, I enjoyed Night Fever, but I thought Season 2 updates were the weakest. Season 3s were really good, but still, out of all the great updates, nothing ever came close to Slime Climb. Slime Climb is just so fun. It's the biggest elimination round, like ever. So many people get eliminated from Slime Climb. Even me. I get eliminated quite, like, if you do not time Slime Climb perfectly, you're going to fuck up. I don't want to explain the whole track because Slime Climb has almost everything possible in Fall Guys into one level, and it's one ginormous obstacle course. It's the hardest level to complete in Fall Guys, and it's the best. It's my favorite. So, Slime Climb. So that was my top 10 favorite levels in Fall Guys. So in the comment section below, please tell me what are your guys' top 10 favorite levels in Fall Guys in your guys' opinion. Comment below, let me know. And as always, for this video, please subscribe to this channel and join the dark side.